I could not have more respect for Mark Hughes.
Motivated on focus.
His legacy will live for hundreds and hundreds of years through you.
Came a long way from the lowest. This is the moment. Gotta one up my opponent.
I know Mark Hughes enough to know that. He would say, we haven't scratched the surface. We haven't even begun to flex. We haven't begun to show the world what this company really is. What we're about to do together is something unbelievable. If you're ready. It's time to play offense again. All of you, chest out, shoulders back. We're Herbalife. Get used to it. That's what needs to happen. I'm going to give you a few tools that are going to supercharge your leadership. I want to be able to have more acceleration faster. I want it like popcorn in every market. Pop, 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 pop.
It's gotta be us. Better under pressure, go ahead and let it fall on.
We're going to drive this like crazy.
All that pain, it done made me to a monster.
What we're going to do is so epic. Stories that are going to come out of this room are going to shake the whole world. I want you to be loud. I want you to be so loud. 44 years, that was practice. Now we're going to run. Watch us run. Think bigger, be stronger, move faster. I love you all. Mwah.
Herbalife Australia and New Zealand, welcome to the May Open Mic. It's great to see you all on this line, and it's great to be sitting next to this guy again. It feels like it's been a little while since we've got back up here.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Back on the bike.
Busy
Busy
quarter one.
It's been a busy quarter one. Look, to be honest, we haven't seen everyone behind this screen, but we've seen so many people out and about. We'll catch up on some of those points in a little while. But again, welcome to the May call. The year is flying. We're seeing some amazing things out there, and we've got some really, really good updates to share with you tonight. So, do we kick off?
Kick off.
What have we got first, Pete? I think there's a big event that happened globally
in Vienna.
In Vienna, yeah.
So I think we had a few Australia and New Zealand over in Vienna, but one of the highlights of that is the Hall of Fame, which they announced, the Herbalife Hall of Fame for every year. So again, for people that did the Hall of Fame, they are President's team. They've been 30 years in the business. They've done 1 million Lifetime Achievement Awards, and they've earned 15 Mark Hughes bonus earners. So, we were very fortunate. We do have a number of people in this, but this year we had our very own Glenn Marin admitted to the Hall of Fame. So, congratulations, Glenn. I'm not sure if Glenn's on the line. He jumps around a bit between us and another country. So, again, congratulations to Glenn. He had a fantastic go. That's him on stage in Vienna collecting his awards. So,
talk about Rockstar, the way he came out on stage. I saw some videos of it. It looked absolutely epic. And he actually spoke recently on the President's team call about what the experience was like. And very inspiring.
Yeah, so it's great that Australia is represented on the global stage in the Hall of Fame. So congratulations, Glenn. Also there, they do the Mark Hughes bonus. So again, we have a number of Mark Hughes bonus earners. Glenn Marin, again 15, this is number 16 I think for Glenn. Daryl and Catherine Mitchell and Lorraine Richardson. So again, congratulations to our Australian and New Zealand Mark Hughes bonus earners. So big round of applause for those guys. And I hope they had a fantastic time in Vienna.
Absolutely, and looking forward to hearing from Lorraine and Daryl and Catherine about their experiences. I know Daryl really makes the most of those trips, so we'll probably hear that in the New Zealand Strategy and Planning team very, very soon, and with Lorraine shortly too. So congratulations to those bonus earners recipients. We always pull out what is the big day of the month, and for everyone it's a very, very relevant one. Happening on the 21st of May. It's International Tea Day. So you'll start seeing some of this come to life in some of the theming for what we'll do for the product of the month in the next iteration of the Opens for those that are running Opens. You'll see some tea sachets be part of the additional package in what you receive. But also, what a great opportunity. I'm looking forward to see the creativity, whether it's a loaded tea, whether it's more of a relaxing tea. I'm sure our socials are going to be absolutely packed with International Tea Day post on the 21st of May.
This is a tea. This is a relaxation tea.
Well, don't get too relaxed. But yeah, we look forward to seeing what comes about on the 21st of May. Now, talk about a comprehensive travel guide. We're part of a pretty amazing tour with Dr. Chrissy Ladner, who came over from San Diego to be part of, I guess, an education process and an opportunity to bring some new people to the, I guess, Herbalife community, as well as instill some confidence in the amazing range and just educate really across a whole heap of things. So I'm just going to hit play on a video that showcases jumping in between states in Australia and across the ditch, across to New Zealand and back. A little bit of video coming on. Absolutely epic. I'll ask Pete in a second what his favourite bit was from the tour, but over 15,000 kilometres, that's excluding Dr. Chrissy coming over from San Diego and going back, but getting across to there was 3 Western Sydney Wanderers games, so 2 men's games and the ladies game at the home of the Matildas in Melbourne, which a number of you guys were there and part of. And just, I guess, that the whole ability to both cover so much ground, so many kilometres, the Q&A sections, being able to meet so many of you, and then some of those guys with the jerseys in their hands were actually inviting new guests into the community and really sort of sharing some of the knowledge that at Herbalife sometimes we can take for granted, Pete. Yeah,
again, I think my favourite was, we had over 33% of the people that turned up were new guests or new to Herbalife, so it was fantastic to see all those brand new faces. Again, great to see all the distributors as we went around the countryside and spoke to many of you. So again, I think that's the excitement that you were able to bring that many new people to learn about the opportunity of Herbalife, and hopefully you've been able to convert them to customers or distributors. So I wish you all the success in taking those brand new people to customers or distributors.
And yeah, absolutely, Pete. And look, there's some really, really lovely comments in the chat there as well from Sue, Tanya, Geraldine. So again, this is the start. There is going to be some more details coming in. We don't have all the detail to share with you tonight, but there is going to be some exciting new things. Now that we've opened the conversation with Dr. Chrissy, we want to continue that dialogue, and also we've got a whole heap of people we want to educate and take it to a new level. For example, at the Wanderers, they've got like the main teams, and we've spoken to the main teams, but they've got all the up and coming new future superstars that will be coming through, and they're all about to go into pre-season in the next little while. So watch this space on an upcoming open mic. You'll hear even more about that. But yeah, again, this is the start of the conversation, and I think Dr. Chrissy may want to get on a plane and come back at some stage down the track. I think she had a bit too much time with us, to be honest, over the couple of weeks. But she really loves spending time with you guys, and I know there's been a number of conversations that have started. I think Dr. Chrissy's social media has just gone through to the sky since she's been over here.
So is creatine. Creatine. There's more people are adding creatine to their meals now than I've ever spoken to before. So
and it had to be the number one question. I think in every one but one of the, I think it was the first question in every single one but one of the sessions. And I think it was number 2 in that session as well. So yeah, creatine. I think sales, we're keeping an eye on it, Dougie. We need to make sure we don't go out of stock on that one. But yeah, really, really positive.
I think you can send Doug out of stock if you try. Give it a crack.
Have a crack?
Yeah, have a crack.
Well, make him work for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Go on, guys, give it a go. So we've got 3 very big announcements tonight. This one, and for you on this call, you're going to hear this first. No one else has heard this. So announcement number 1 is there's a leadership development weekend coming up. Okay, so this might be a time to. We're allowed to take a photo of what happened? I think you are. Yeah, you can take a photo of what happens in a second, but get ready because there's going to be a bit of an announcement going on here. Let me hit click. Goldie!
Back to the Gold Coast.
Back to the Goldie in September. That's it. That's the one. Save the date. Friday the 18th to Sunday the 20th of September on the Gold Coast. Now, it's starting to get dark here really, really early. And September in the Gold Coast means that you're coming out of winter and you're in for a really good time, based on what I've seen at a few of our most recent LDWs in September. So I think the people have voted, and I think that's an awesome place to be. Now, I understand there's a little bit of detail behind the announcement tonight that people need to be aware of.
We know the room holds 2,500.
2,500?
The room holds 2,500.
The room holds 2,500. Okay.
So
just looking at the team to just make sure
you might want to write that number down.
2,500. So if you've got a pen, write it down, underline it. If you're taking notes on your phone, in big sort of font in bold, 2,500.
2,500. Write that number down.
2,500. It might come in handy for a few reasons. Maybe in regards to this one as well. Okay. A very big announcement, number 2. Whoa!
2,500.
2,500.
What a coincidence!
This is like, it's almost, I was going to say like not a poker machine, but it's like 2,500 2 in a row.
2 in a row.
So it might be like a bit of a roll going on. So 2,500, the Club 2,500 launch call. Okay, so that's happening tomorrow, 10 a.m. in the Wild West. In Western Australia, 10 a.m. 12 midday on the East Coast, 2 p.m. New Zealand. Don't miss out on this call. If you miss out on a call at all in the next week or so, make sure it's not this one. You want to be on this call.
So I know Mr. George Knight is on the line. I saw him dial in. George, if you can come off mute, and why would I join this call tomorrow, George? If you're there?
I sure am, guys.
Oh, look, question I've noticed.
G'day, George.
George, why am I putting down my lunch and why am I joining this call tomorrow?
Look, firstly, it's only a shake that you need to take, so it'll only take a few seconds. Guys, this is going to sound negative at the start, but it's positive. Over the last whatever period of time, for many of us, our expectations and dreams have become a little lower than what we really believe they could and should be. And the magic of what's about to happen is not really new. It's almost like Back to the Future, because our entire business by Mark Hughes was built around every single one of us not aiming to do 2,500. That was just the thing we did. Did we do 2,500 to get our royalties? No, we did 2,500. Did we do 2,500 as a goal? No, we just did 2,500. And on that 2,500, we all know, remember that chart? 3 people to get 3 people to get 3 people to do 2,500, you're running a strong get team check. 5 to get 5 to get 5, you're running a very strong president's team check. And the whole assumption was, frankly, 2,500 royalty points was not a big deal. But it has become a big deal in the minds of many people. And what I'm excited about is Eric, and I'm not sure if I can say this, but is going to spend a lot of his focus and concentration in our region, in the countries in which we do business. And he's going to talk a lot about that tomorrow. He's also going to talk about the benefits of why 2,500 just as a part of our DNA, as part of the thing that we do, can move every one of us forward to move to get Mill and President's team like we know we can do in a fairly short period of time. As you know, I've been around a long time, and the word exciting and excitement gets way overused. But I can tell you guys, I am super, super, super excited because I've already worked out making sure who's going to do it, who can do it. And also, when we're signing up new people, that becomes the new norm. It doesn't become the goal, it just becomes the thing that we do. Can you imagine if you looked at some of your people that are doing their 1900, 1800, 2100 volume, if all we did was rearrange all of our brain cells, that 2,500 volume is just the thing we do as part of our waking up, taking our shakes, cleaning our teeth, doing whatever. That is just what we do. That whole ethos, that whole culture is going to permeate into our brain cells, into our DNA. I truly believe this is the best thing that's happened to us for a long, 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 long time. And whatever you got to do, get as many human beings on that call tomorrow. I know I'm wearing out a telephone to make sure. I'm not just sending out texts, I'm wearing out a telephone to make sure that I get more people on that call. Why? Because Eric is going to do more of my job for me than I can ever do for myself. But he's going to talk to us as though he's talking to a bunch of distributors, as a distributor to distributors. And I can just, guys, I could talk about it all night because I'm more excited about this than anything we've done for a long, long time. And I believe it's just the beginning. I truly.
Thanks, George. That was a question on notice without George. I'm glad you didn't have much to say, George. I'm glad I caught you without a few words. So again, George has been involved in a lot of the planning of this with the APAC S&P and Eric. So tomorrow, there are the times. Club 2,500. You'll hear a lot more about that over the, May started three days ago. So
it's already happening.
It's already happening. That's enough. Scan the QR code. Register for the
call
code.
there. Get on it. Don't miss out.
All right.
And burn the phone out. George is saying,
Yep.
Call. Get everyone on the call.
So there is a challenge from Eric Worry that we get 50,000 around APAC on this call. So don't dial in at 11:59. You might be the 50,001, so you may miss out. So dial in earlier. George told me he missed a call last time because he was 1 minute early. Should have been 5 minutes earlier. So thanks, guys. Thanks, George. Club 2,500 tomorrow. Find out more tomorrow.
Fantastic. Now, that was announcement number 2. And there's a very big announcement number 3. Now, to do this one, we're going to have to set something up. It's about setting up.
How quick is this?
Oh, look, hang on. This is almost too easy. Look at that.
Look at that.
How's that? We're looking all right. Oh, what's going on here?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I don't know. Very big.
What we got here? Australian New Zealand's community event pilot. Now this is something. Is this sound effects or something? Should there be some? Make some noise. Now this is very, very exciting. What is this about? This is about doing something that you can only do in Australia and New Zealand, and it's about a trial, a pilot that has just kicked off, and it's going to be running until the end of February 2027. So, look at these pictures. There you go, jumping around a little bit. Here we are again. So we're standing here at a farmer's market, I think we call this one. So this is one of the examples of where we're encouraging all Australian and New Zealand distributors who are interested in taking their business to their local communities.
Looks like a community, doesn't it?
Oh, it looks like a great community. It almost looks a little bit dreamy, to be honest. There's a bit of Yeah, lots of different.
Is it a Herbalife community? Looks like a Herbalife.
It could be. It should be. And I think that's the skill. The idea here, guys, is that you have the opportunity to take. It's a new opportunity to connect with a new group of potential customers and be able to introduce themselves to you. You going out to the community, and what the community could be is only as wide as your own imagination. I've got a list here which I'm going to read, which includes what is in scope for this pilot: weekend bazaars, farmers markets, holiday festivals and fairs, local sports leagues, local sports tournaments, cultural festivals. What was that one? Hang on, there's footy. So not Andrew Foot, this is AFL. So we've got some AFL footy going on as one of the examples of where you could be part of that community. We've also got, what's going on? This is like a
wellness
fair or something along those lines.
A community wellness
fair.
There's
another community. What else is on? Oh, here we go. Here's a netball community. So, those of you, this is a massive opportunity. The netball community, the footy community, the soccer community. There might be a soccer community coming up, but it's an opportunity for you to get into those communities and introduce yourself and actually what you do. Some of your communities that you're already part of don't even know what you do.
Did you say cultural?
Cultural.
You did say cultural.
I did say cultural, yeah. What else did I say? I said cultural. There's also school events, corporate business events hosted in office buildings. Again, the sky's the limit. The limit is your imagination, and we're here to help you through this. But the opportunity is to take pre-made Herbalife products. Now, the majority of the product should be Herbalife, so whether that's a shake, whether it's a tea, whether it's an aloe, whether it's a bar, and being able to go in and say, hi to your community, this is me. We're not talking about this being a high-velocity sales opportunity. So, for example, we had a question come out the other day when we were talking to one of the leadership groups. Can I build a food truck or make a food truck and sell it, the high velocity at a various, whatever area? Now, that's not what we're really talking about. We're talking about that kind of eye-level conversation where you might be able to say, hey, look, this is what we've got to offer. This is what we can do. And this is how we can help transform you or transform your business. Now, hello there, sir.
What's this about?
Well, this is all about me. I'm Paul.
Oh,
nice to meet you. Okay,
I think I've seen you at the footy.
You've seen me at the footy. I'm always at the footy. I'm a referee. I kick the footy around. I play over 35s, and I'm that guy. So do you know what I do when I'm not on the footy field?
You look fit. What keeps you fit?
Oh, I don't know about that. What keeps me fit? Well, nutrition is at the top of my fitness. I really focus on that. And while I try to be healthy in the community, I train with my mates. I play pretty hard, as you see on the footy field. But I'm here and part of this community. We're learning, we're growing, we're helping people improve. And we're doing amazing things. Would you like to hear more?
Mate, I'm busy now, but if you've got a number, I'll give you a call.
Mate, here is something I prepared earlier.
Mate, I'll speak to you tomorrow.
My key details are there. QR code me, send me a text, we're on.
Beautiful.
Nice to meet you, Peter.
Thanks, mate.
See ya. Did I just lose him for the rest of the tonight? I hope I didn't, because I need my wingman. But it's basically that, guys. So instead of, again, going back to the food truck, it's not about selling thousands of units of something at high velocity. It's about having quality interactions, opening up yourself and introducing yourself into that community. Now, I might click on the next slide if I can, guys. Oh, we're going back. So the purpose is about connecting to those new potential customers and driving growth. The duration, it's on now. Duration and location. Duration till the end of February 2027. Location, anywhere in Australia and New Zealand. Someone asked the question the other day, is it only in my suburb? No, it's only as wide as you're going to drive. Right? Your community can be as far as you want, and that's the beauty of this opportunity and this pilot. The offering is what I said, majority Herbalife product. If we're talking shake, we're talking tea, we're talking aloe, we're talking bars, and anything else you've got questions on, just feel free to ask us. But it's really about opening up the whole portfolio in a way that makes sense for you. As far as the way to engage, again, it's really up to you on how you want to do it. Someone asked the question, am I allowed to promote that I'm going to be at X event? Well, absolutely. If you had a club or not a club, you could put up a notification to say, hey, I'm going to be here, and really promote the fact that you're going to be in a different location, and that's absolutely fine. But any of those questions, you can also come through and ask us. Now, my last talking point I've got is guardrails, and when I say guardrails, this is like the do's and don'ts kind of detail. I'm not expecting anyone to take a photo of that, but it's a really sort of clear step-by-step guide on what we'd like you to kind of focus on the pilot of this trial period, and then probably what we'd like to steer away from. Now, there's no way I'm reading all that out because I've been able to put in here QR code on the guardrails and the guidelines, and then also on the community events overview. I'm going to stay on this slide for about 30 odd seconds so you can snap that away and hopefully still listen to the end of tonight's open mic, but all the details are there. Again, open to all Herbalife independent distributors in Australia and New Zealand. We would love to hear about what you're planning and even give you a bit of a steer on what that may look like. That's to asnzsales@herbalife.com. So maybe take a photo of that as well. We're going to talk about that email address a little bit later again. So please read through, get your ideas together, and come and shoot us an email. We'll be back in contact to give you a little bit more detail. I had two things underlined. Community event. This is all about community events, Hayley. And we want your feedback as part of this pilot. So when you try something, for example, I'm not sure whether Nat Serene's on the call at the moment, but Nat had been trying a couple of different things in the last week or so, and on a call the other day, she said, hey, this worked really well, but this is a bit of a challenge. Let us know what the challenges are so we can help other distributors either refine the scope of the pilot or take those learnings on board and share them more widely. So I'm excited, Pete. You might be able to tell.
Did you draw breath? And look, to be fair, I didn't tell Paul I was going to actually do that and ask him, put him on the spot. So you did pretty well. Even had a card.
I was like, hang on, what's he standing there looking at me for?
But again, this idea came from a distributor to us. So we worked with Hayley and MPC to get this across because it wasn't allowed before. So again, if you've got great ideas, come to us. We'll see how we can make them work. Again, as Paul said, this is a pilot. We really want to make this continue on, but we need results, so we need your help. So by all means, please help us out and get in contact, and we can help you talk you through the ideas because we'll get learnings along the way. So, you don't need to make the same mistakes everyone's made. Come and we'll show you what those are so you can avoid those up front. So
absolutely.
Where on the Gold Coast is the LDW? Great question, Wayne. Stay tuned. You may find that out in the next couple of weeks.
I like that. Bit of a teaser that you've got there going, Pete. I'll tell you what, he's not being mean to everyone, Wayne, tonight, just you and I. Okay, I think that was it on that one. Okay, we're going to wrap into some other key bits to know. Get your pens out.
Should we pack this stall up?
Oh, we could roll that away. It's really easy to just, is that the beauty of having something that's quite agile? Do you want to bring this out too?
Look at that.
All right, yeah, so some other bits to know. All good? Yeah, we're all lined up. Thank you. Get out your pens. The opens for May are all here. We have 12 in Australia. I'm going to have to say it, none in New Zealand this month for May. However, it's amazing to see some of these new locations, Boddington, Murray Bridge, Mount Isa. It's really, really impressive. Launceston as well. Awesome to see Tassie. All part of the open experience, and we love sharing the great feedback that comes through. All of these guys, they've committed to over the next 3 months. They'll be getting their products, as we spoke about. They've got their banners in place, and we're looking forward to hearing about those amazing interactions that they've got as part of the opens in May. There is a full menu of options available right now. So, as we go through our events and promotions, it's very quick because I don't want to spend a lot of time going through it. We want to open the lines for the questions. But Ignition, for a brand new distributor coming in, whether the 100 PPV mark, the 250, the 500, they've got the opportunity to really unlock some great rewards. If they were able to get 500 in 3 consecutive months, they'll get all 3 of those promotional incentives. So fantastic for the new person, but probably even better is for our leadership in distributors who are able to bring in new distributors and also use this as an incentive to promote. So, Ignition, World Team 1% bonuses. We've played the videos in previous open mics. We won't do it this time, but ask anyone who's been part of that recognition. It is very impressive, and it's going to another level in 2027. So, yeah, make the most of that. on a month-to-month basis, as well as that annual sort of target. So that Rising Star program is huge.
Yeah, not only the 1% World Teamers, it does put extra money into your bank account at the end of the month as well. So as well as this, you do, if you hit those 1% World Team bonus, there is a bonus for you. So again, really take advantage of this program because it does add extra income for your business. So,
100%.
and then if you hit 6 out of the 12,
bang,
you're a special.
Rockstar.
Rockstar. You're a rising star.
Rising Star, absolutely. Herbalife Premier League 2026 now going into 2027 program. So again, the mechanics haven't changed. It's a huge focus across the whole globe. And again, it's all about that 10 and 2. We're not going to labour the points, but again, a massive focus and one that's really, I think probably the key hotspot that we're going to be focusing on the next few months is all about recruitment. So yeah, really, really good target to go after. Now, if I'm correct, I think we've got about 10 sleeps to this one. Queenstown is going to be epic. There is a lot of excited distributors sharing their excitement, sharing their unboxing of their special pre-vacation gifts. So Rosetta, you're always giving us some homemade cookies and stuff like that. Rosetta, it's great to give you something back as well when you opened your Queenstown box. And you've got Chanel. There's been some great content that's been rolling out. So really, really exciting with only 10 sleeps to go. Okay, so vacation, 10 sleeps to go. It's going to be crisp. Looking at the forecast, I think we'll be minus, at least at night time, that we'll probably see some snow. Just rug up, guys, and wear all the merch that you've got. For those that are going to Queenstown, and for those that may have just missed out, there's another vacation in play right now. It's Maldives. We're 4 months in. We've still got 8 months to go. This is like one of those dream destinations.
Somewhat warmer.
And a little bit warmer. So you could go.
If you're freezing Queenstown, you can work to thaw out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Maldives is in play now. That's going to be a huge APAC vacation one to go for. We're talking about APAC extravaganza, 19th to the 21st of June is going to be absolutely epic. When you just think about not only the people that are going to be in that room with you, what 20,000 Pete, across all of the APAC countries. Jason and Amber Wick, who we had the chance of meeting a couple of years ago at the Adelaide Spectacular, and plenty more. There's VIP qualifications under play at the moment, parties. There's a whole heap of stuff.
Dr. Luigi's going to be there.
Dr. Luigi's going to be there.
Dr. Carmona. Now, I've never seen Dr. Carmona speak, so
wow.
He's a board member. He was the 17th Surgeon General, so I'm really looking forward to hearing Dr. Carmona speak. Luigi. And Stefan, our CEO, Stefan Graciano, will also be there.
And Eric.
And Eric Worry will be there. So in terms of lineup of speakers, that's more than a weekend.
Yeah. How are you going to squeeze that all in? It's going to be a good challenge, but I'm sure one that everyone will enjoy. And for those that are thinking of going, we've got about 140 Australia and New Zealand distributors already with their tickets. This is going to be the biggest extravaganza across Australia and New Zealand for quite some time. So not one to miss out on. If you're thinking about going, you're going to have a lot of friends over there as well. So action-packed for sure. So there's a full menu of promotions that are available. Speak to your supervisors, your leaders on what are the right items on the menu for you.
Oh, George has just put there's less than 2,000 tickets left. Now, George is also on the extravaganza committee. So there you go. George has got the inside running. So
Jeez.
2,500 call tomorrow. Maybe those 2,000 tickets may disappear.
They might go. Thanks, George. You gave us the inside mail on that one.
George, you should have made it 2,500 tickets available, keeping the theme. We've got to work with you on this, George.
That, yeah.
2,500.
Alignment, having that red ribbon.
2,500,
red ribbon, yeah,
red thread.
Yeah, red thread. And Kate's talking about the live Eric calls. Okay, so just getting into this, time for something new. Last month it was actually about a month ago. Yeah, it was about a month ago. We introduced the What's
Yeah,
Hot.
because April we were on the road.
April we were on the road.
Yeah.
So we had.
February. This was February.
Oh, it's February. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had an absolutely brilliant example of social media by
Mick Clark.
Mick. I was going to say Michael Clark, and that sounds so wrong. Mick Clark, well, Michael Clark.
From Foster.
And Michael from Foster, I think he's just come back from a cruise. I think he's had a bit of a milestone birthday if my social media skills are going well. But Mick had gold standard social media, and this What's Hot section is something that we're going to be continuing on as we go through the upcoming months. So what's hot, whether it's so hot right now and a bit of Zoolander, Paris going what's hot. I think there's two what's hot aspects after we do the big corporate what's hot. And the first corporate what's hot part of it is the rebranding of Herbalife Family Foundation and this new modern look. The house, the casa, everything coming together. It's just looking a lot more fresh. And there's a lot of really exciting things happening on the back of some new senior executives behind the scenes working on the Herbalife Family Foundation brand, over and above our very own Laura, who's doing some amazing things on HFF. So I had to throw that in there. She'll thank me for that later.
Lots of hearts going up through the screen, but I think it matches the logo of the heart in the Herbalife Family Foundation.
I think that's really, really well done. Now, the two. Number one, I'm not sure whether Christian, Rob, or anyone, I know there's a number of the team who are part of this, but Smoothies for a Cause is the first what's hot. Do we see Christian, Rob anywhere?
If you're involved in this, put a 1 in the chat so we can see your name.
Yeah, one in the chat if you're part of it. Smoothies for a Cause. $1 from every smoothie sold, donated to HFF. Well, it's doing a bit of a spin there. We've got over 36 nutrition clubs participated in this activity on Saturday 2 weeks ago. There's over $4,000 raised for HFF. That's a massive, and look at all the ones there. iPhone, well done iPhone, well done Kerry's iPhone, Joseph's iPhone, Kerry's iPhone, Bree, Warby, Paul Macaskill, Katie, Anthony Timpano, Sue Mills, Geraldine, Sarah and Paul.
That was where we started.
That's where we started, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, absolutely brilliant. And speaking to Chris...
Sippin.
Sippin,
Sippin.
Of course it's Sippin. Absolutely, amazing. Now, hearing Chrissy talk about this on the President's Call the other day, this is just the start. There's plenty more to come from the idea that was started, and we'll continue to go along with this Smoothies for a Cause. So absolutely brilliant first start, guys. Can't wait to see what the future holds. Our second amazing what's hot is the HFF Fun Run. So 5, 10, 15 K fun run in Melbourne. Over $10,000 raised for HFF. Costas, the team, Sim, I can see a photo of Sim there. I know Poppy was all over it, Shani was all over it, Em and Mark, everyone who was involved in this. I know George look out for George in the video. He was there.
He was up the front.
He was up the front. Watch the video. I'm clicking on it now. But nearly 200 participants.
If you're in this, put a 1 in the chat. If you're in this,
in this one in the chat, yes.
tickets today. Ticket sales, everything is $10,609 directly to the kids. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching.
Absolutely epic. I think that's the end of the video there. Absolutely epic. Well done to everyone involved. I can see Kate and Karen in the chat. There's so many more people involved, but I think we did a bit of a debrief with Costas a day or two after the event, and he was just talking about the communities coming together and people that had absolutely no idea about Herbalife who were part of this particular event or saw it happening and want to be part of it next time. And it just was bringing so many different people together. It was very professionally put together. It was well organised. So the teams that, I guess, worked to bring it to life. And this all came from Costas reached out to us, maybe, was it 6 months ago, you reckon, Pete, about that?
I think so, yeah.
About 6 months ago, and said, hey, I'm thinking about doing something here. Am I able to? What's involved? And we helped him with a couple of little things along the way, just kind of steered him to talk to the right people and had a couple of meetings with him. But outside of that, it was really his idea. So I'm sorry, I've jumped forward. I'm going to go back. So the idea was from him. He was very clear on what he wanted to do. He brought the teams around him. He got the alignments that he thought he needed to get, but then he delivered on it. And now he's thinking about how he can do it bigger and better next year. So whether you want to do a walk, whether you want to do a run, a bike ride, anything, you could do anything. You could do the Smoothies for a Cause like Christy and the team and how they got all around that idea. You can do something that's totally different. You could do something for Tea Day, International Tea Day. Who knows? Whatever you want to do. But we're just here to help, and we'll touch on that by saying here's the QR code for ANZ HFF website and also the opportunity to create your own fundraising page. Or you can just email us at anzsales@herbalife.com and just get involved. I'm going to on Thursday up at Noosa. There'll be a few distributors up there. I know Shelley and Ross will be there joining me, and we'll be part of the triathlon at Sunshine Butterflies for the first time ever. Now, for those that know, Sunshine Butterflies is about helping people with disabilities. So their triathlon's a bit different. It's not the ride a bike, go for a run, and then go for a long kilometre-long swim. This is about going for a walk, getting in a wheelchair instead of a bike, and then going down like a water slide with water pistols and super soakers and all that sort of stuff. And that's their version of triathlon. We're going to have a nutrition station up there that Shelley, Ross and I will be manning. It's on at 9:30 till about 1 on Thursday for anyone who wants to be there. But we keep going back to Sunshine Butterflies because it's an awesome thing that Herbalife does and a great community to be part of. We'll also still be doing the Walking Wings in October as well. But every time we go up there, it feels pretty special. So look forward to seeing everyone and anyone who can be up there on that particular day this Thursday. How to get in contact with all of the great stuff that we've got going on. There are your QR codes. ANZ Distributors has got all the business updates and any of the key information. If you just want marketing, you don't want the business details. Number 2, you can get on your social media and share with customers really easy. And if you want trainings and other tools, number 3. They're all there for you. Snap away. We do circulate this every now and then, so this is not the only time you've had to see that, but just a reminder that those 3 channels are available. And we've touched on this a few times. Please email us if you've got any questions. Or number 2 there is member services asnz@herbalife.com. I think, Jess, you can maybe copy and paste that in because I'll probably misspell that in the way I even try to read it out. Pausing. The floor now is yours. We've got 16 minutes to
and
the
it's
end of the
Mother's
call.
Day on Sunday. Yes, it is, Shelley. It's Mother's Day on Sunday. You are absolutely correct.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
If you didn't know that by now, you are in trouble.
Thanks for that, Jess. Thanks for that, Shelley and Ross.
So we can, floor is yours. We can go off the presentation.
Now, we do have corporate team around the ground. So Dougie, who's fresh off the plane from Tokyo, he has been helping Herbalife Japan sort of a couple of issues out, but he's fresh with any questions you might have for him. We've got Jess Downey and Hayley Wright there. Yes, George.
Paul, is there a forum? I know you've spoken about it, but obviously there's a lot of interest in this, we said pop-up thing. Okay, I'm not sure if we've got a name for it.
Community event pop-up, I think. Is that right, Hayley?
Is there a go-to person in Herbalife, or could we put together I guess again, another call, promote it for people interested in really fleshing it out? You know, like I know that one of the distributors, I can't remember who just put up, is just booked one recently, and I'd like to hear Penny, right? Penny Proctor's doing one. I'm really keen so that we can get our mind around exactly what it looks like, so we don't get confused and we don't spend 3 months getting around to it. We can actually dive into it straight away.
George, can I be as bold as answering it this way? And Hayley, shoot me down if it's off the mark. My take on it, George, is we're sharing all the detail tonight. I'd encourage everyone to read the detail, because the detail is like, I reckon it's 90% of all the questions you're probably going to ask. And the thing that we need to do is actually start testing it. So so what Nat Serene, for example, did on the tab call the other day was say, hey, I've tried a few different things and I've learnt this and this. That was really helpful. And I think that's probably what would be the best next step, and then maybe reconvene in 2 weeks or 4 weeks after we've got a bit more.
I think they need to have a few executions.
Have a few executions.
I think in the short term, George, if someone wants to get in contact with us, because everyone's a little bit different, but we just want to make sure we set you off on the right path on an individual, as opposed to if someone's really keen, get his contact. One of the guys will get back to it, and we can draw in learnings. Penny's is on the 23rd. We'll get learnings from Penny. We'll get learnings from Kim, and so we'll share those. But I think initially get in contact with us so we can talk to you one-on-one.
Yeah.
Personally, I see this as a really critical DMO.
Yeah, I mean, it was as simple. I mean, you saw Paul and I acted out without any scripting. So if Paul and I can do it, professional Herbalife.
If I knew it was going to happen, I might have had some better talking points, George.
We'll work on that, Paul.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I'm looking forward to the call either after this, George, on my way home, or tomorrow morning, nice and early.
No. I thought it was great. And I'm going to say what Costas did, frankly, was brilliant. Again, I know everybody's doing their thing. It was surprisingly amazing.
Yeah, I think I saw you wearing your medal around on the Monday, George.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And what I was impressed, he actually started and he finished, because you saw it in the video as it started. And you did both. And did you do all three of them? Did you do the 15 as well, George?
I'm not going to lie. I did 5K and kept a few people company.
No, well done. Well done. Well done for turning up and being part of it.
Any other questions? Or any questions? Chills, Mount Isa has 2 this week. One next month.
Cool.
John and Sue, fantastic.
Music festival.
Photos are your best help for us. Set up photos.
We did our first open in Gunnedah on the weekend, on Saturday.
How good? How'd it go?
Sensational. Unbelievable interest in regional. Shannon Ross would know this, that the interest in regional is getting high. And part of the reason is there's a drought in part of Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria. And I've got to tell you, the farmers and their partners are looking for ways to make money, that they can do some online stuff and they can generate income, so they're not dependent upon the next rain. And they're panicking, and I reckon it's a brilliant recruiting time right now in regional Australia.
Great to hear. Or not great to hear about the drought, but great to hear about the this.
Speaking of biosecurity, is Doug? Doug, are you there?
I am, Pete. Thank you.
There's a question in the chat, Doug, about protein bars.
Just a nice segue. So yes, biosecurity.
Farmers
challenges.
biosecurity.
So look, we are still working feverishly on this. There's not a week that goes past. In fact, there's not a couple of days that go past that we're not in contact with the manufacturer. I'm hoping to have some more positive news. We are moving in the right direction. I don't have it as yet, but I think over the next, hopefully, weeks or short months, I will hopefully have some news. So we're getting closer. Just one more hurdle, or maybe 2 hurdles to go.
Thanks, Dougie.
Thank you. Any other questions? Make sure you register. Photos, yes. That was a cricket sound. Adelaide, George and Chanel are having a chat offline. Well done, guys. Don't need to read those comments out. You know everyone can see those comments, just by the way.
That's one.
Yeah. No other questions? Well, we will let you go.
There is a
There's one.
question in the chat there, Pete, from Kirsty.
No.
Okay, we could. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Coffee caramel coming back.
Dougie?
No, it is not.
That was discontinued by Europe. So that wasn't a local decision, that was a European decision. So we get those products straight out of Europe. They discontinued the coffee caramel, so we are not a big enough market to maintain the minimum order quantity ourselves. So that's why that one got discontinued. No other questions? Kirsty's got a hand up, has she? Where?
Me, yeah, I've got my hand up.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't see it.
Okay.
That's right.
We got you.
Just a quick one on LDW, very exciting, obviously, with the dates being announced. Would there be any chance of, in the future, looking at moving that date forward? Because they always seem to fall, like on grand finals, around the areas of like hockey, netball, football, all of that. I know you can't move it now, but just as feedback for future event.
Yeah, we'll feed that into the S&P. We can certainly do that. The challenge is September seems to be school holidays, so we try to avoid school holidays. We run into the first weekend in finals for AFL and rugby league, so it's a tricky time. If we go back another month, September heads into October where there's FPTR, so that's a challenge as well. If we bring it forward, it's too close to extravaganza. So we're sort of the meat in the, just to give you some understanding of where it nets out in the scheme of months either side. So we can certainly have a look at that particular weekend for 2027.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, Kirsty, you're pretty confident you're going to make the granny?
I'm not playing, but the grand final is right near me.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Another one there just around packaging. So, Alex, for packaging, your question for the new packaging for new labels. That's a worldwide project. So they are starting to roll out in some countries. US is coming towards the end of this year. We won't see anything most likely until mid to late 2027, and they will come in at different stages. So it's not going to be like a blanket change because they've got to manage this project for 96 countries and hundreds or thousands of products, in fact. So it will be staged, and as they sort of get closer to it, we'll keep everyone informed.
No other questions? All right, fantastic. Thank you for joining tonight. You've got the dates for LDW. You've got the 2500 call tomorrow. 2500 is very important. It might be even important for LDW. There's already 4 days in. You might want to go make sure your plan for the end of May is over 2500. I'm looking at George here. I don't think I've said 2500 enough. But jump on the call tomorrow, midday, hear from Eric. All will be explained. If you've got any questions, then you can jump in contact with the team. If not, have a fantastic evening, have a fantastic May, and we will see you at Extravaganza for those going. Thanks guys.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
So, bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks, Kerry. Thanks, Paul. Leah, Simone.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest day of the year here at Sunshine Butterflies.